Hey YouTube, this is 40-year-old surfer, and I'm back again with an update on my nicotinamide riboside journey. I'm now in month 6 and 7, so several of you have reached out to me. I apologize for the delay in the update. I just wanted to have more data. I also had some blood work done, which I'm going to go through with you here in just a minute. But I also increased my dose at month 6 to 750 milligrams of NR, nicotinamide riboside, which I get through the company Basis. So in order to, just for the folks who typically want to hear the conclusions first so they don't have to watch an entire YouTube video, I know I'm like that, let me skip to the end and say, number one, I feel really, really good. Since I started taking NR, I noticed a significant improvement. Specifically, my issue was low back pain. Initially with 250 milligrams and then up to 500 milligrams, I felt like I had at least a 50% improvement in just overall aches and pains. Having had the jump now to 750 milligrams, I haven't been able to notice as significant of improvement, but I guess maybe that's to be expected. Other than to say, I still just feel really, really good. So as many of you, if you've watched my other videos, I really got inspired to take this supplement based on what David Sinclair, who is the head of the anti-aging laboratory at Harvard, he was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and I've since listened to him on several podcasts. I think Peter Attia has a podcast with him that I listen to that's really good. It's more in depth. But not only did I start taking nicotinamide riboside NR, but I also essentially started taking what I guess I've coined as the David Sinclair cocktail. And so in addition to Basis, I also started taking 500 milligrams per day of resveratrol, which I get through Costco. I also started taking 1,000 milligrams of metformin extended release. That is by prescription, but my doctor was able to or willing to give me a prescription for that. It's super cheap. It's generic, less than $5 a month. And then I heard another podcast by David Sinclair, and he really talks about making sure your vitamin D levels are as healthy as possible. So I did start supplementing vitamin D at 50 micrograms per day. And so I did recently have some blood work done again. And I don't know if I've talked about this in the past, but I've used a laboratory called Inside Tracker. And this is one that David Sinclair also mentioned. They have a variety of blood tests. They're cash pay, it's not insurance, but some of these tests you can get through your doctor and have your insurance pay for them. I've done it both ways. I will say, if you want to check out Inside Tracker, the link in my video below, if you click it, you will get a discount on it. The same is true with if you want to buy Basis. If you use my link, you get a discount on it. The resveratrol, that's Costco, just directly there. There's no break or discount, but it's pretty inexpensive. And then vitamin D, vitamin D3, actually I buy from Costco as well. So I thought I'd quickly go through the blood test results. I really didn't see that much of a change except in a couple areas. The first area was my glucose score. My glucose, which the more reading I do, I would say glucose is the enemy in a way. My glucose level was a little bit elevated according to the Inside Tracker folks. And so I think I've dropped that mainly due to the metformin that I'm taking. So the last time I had my blood work done about 3 months ago, I was at 95, that's milligrams per deciliter. And it dropped it, I think that's the primary reason, to 87. So I'm definitely moving in the right direction from a glucose standpoint. Also, I saw an increase in my vitamin D. Now, according to normal reference ranges, I was still in a healthy area for vitamin D. A few months ago, it was 35. But since I started supplementing that 50 micrograms per day, it did rise to 48. So to me, that's significant. And I'm thinking about doubling that dose again as well. So couple parameters that I just tell you about. Sleep. I've been having very good sleep. With that being said, I was a pretty good sleeper before any of this, so I want to be fair in that sense. Sleep is very good. Low back pain has been just the biggest help for me with, started with Basis, And then I think the other supplements, I don't know if they've done anything in terms of the pain, but that's been most remarkable for me. In addition to just overall pain, I feel great. Definitely an improvement just where I had been prior to specifically supplementing NR. Energy, my energy is very good. With that being said, I didn't feel like I had much of an energy deficit prior. So, just to be clear again on the things I'm taking now, I've upped my dose in the last 30 days. Post blood tests, I had been taking 500 milligrams per day of NR. For the last 30 days after that blood test, I've upped it to 750. So when I do my blood work again in a few more months, we'll see if there's any jump in any category. I'm taking 500 milligrams of resveratrol per day that I get from Costco, 1,000 milligrams per day of metformin extended release, and then also vitamin D3, 50 micrograms per day that I also buy from Costco. So I hope that helps some of you. If you do like this video or find it useful, please hit the like button, I guess. But I will talk to you guys in another few months. Thanks.